Hey guys, and welcome to today's stream. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to our sketchbook Sundays. I don't know why this thing. Hey, oh my God, you guys. Welcome. Happy Sunday to all you guys out there. So, I'm going to show you guys creative ways to fill up your sketchbook, and I hope you guys are so ready. Happy Sunday and welcome to another Sketchbook Sunday. And even if it's not Sunday, wherever you are, welcome to the stream or welcome to today's video. So, you've seen the title. We're going to be doing something fun today. This is actually something that was started by another artist named I Am a Wonder, and she started the like February, monthly favorites. She does a lot of monthly favorites on her channel. So I was like, I want to do that too. I thought it would be super fun for us to kind of replicate that and paint along with her. Hey, everybody in the chat. Welcome. If you happen to be watching this part in the replay, go ahead and hit that like button and paint along with me. And I will be trying to put like timestamps and stuff like that in the chat. We're gonna be painting with not just painting, but we're also gonna be doing the dun 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 oh hoo markers. If you guys ever see my marker video, then you know why the markers are kind of like my nemesis. So it's gonna be insane trying to get involved. What's poppin', Rita? Hi, everybody in the chat. How are you? Happy Sunday. Jada's in the house. Hi. Hi, guys. How are you? Yes. We love you. We love you. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hey, 755 Media is in the house. Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Hey. Yes, I'm happy you guys are here. It makes me oh so happy. And now y'all can actually see the chat. Remember, I was trying to get the chat to work. It wasn't working for me. Y'all already know. I can actually see the chat now. So yeah, I've already got my sketchbook all worked out. I hope you guys are doing your own February favorites wherever you are around the world. I don't know what your February favorites are, but you could see I already did a mock-up on the side. You can kind of see how it's supposed to look. And my February favorites at this moment is The Last of Us. If you guys haven't seen it, it's gonna be some spoilers, a little bit of spoilers. Matter of fact, the 5th episode just dropped today. So yeah. Hey, I'm cool. Let me hit that like button and share it. Yes, thank you so much, 755 Media. Yes, you guys, don't forget to like and share. It makes me very happy, and it helps out the channel very much. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen The Last of Us, but I've been really like binging and like glued to my TV every week. The 3rd episode is what really kind of hooked me and brought me in. So we're gonna do an illustration of Joe Pascal and the little girl that's like starring in the show, which is Ellie. Comment below and let me know if you guys are loving The Last of Us. How are you feeling about it? I know somebody was saying like last time that they love this show. So I have my markers off to the side. I got a bunch of stuff that I want to try out for this particular illustration. Which is, the dreaded hoo markers. But in this case, we're doing it in our sketchbook. So I think we're safe. It's safe to say that everything's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? It's safe to say everything's gonna be okay, I think. But I mean, anyway, if it's not okay, it's in our sketchbook, right? And you guys see what I'm using. It's on the right hand side. You can just look up, and I'm using the 9x12. using the 9x12s. Okay, and there you go. Hey, everybody. Everybody's filtering in. Okay, so I want to swatch out some stuff to figure out what I want to use for his face. Let's jump on in and get started. And I want you guys to comment, what are your favorite things for the month of February, whether it be a TV show, foods, whatever, whatever. And I'll kind of go through and like talk about and explain what is my favorite things as we flow through this thing. I want to start, of course, up here. And really, let's start with the um now this is why I love my iPad, because it lets me do all sorts of stuff in my iPad before I actually attempt to do anything else. And it's a rainy, like dreary day here. So it's getting dark already, you guys. Getting dark already. Alright, so let's pick some stuff. Let me see. I want, it's supposed to be a dark green. Not a dark green. That's like, I guess we can mix colors though. So I'm gonna get these two colors together, and then I can always go in and paint it the way I want to. I'm not putting out my paint at this point. I'm gonna wait to put out my paint. I'm also using gouache. I didn't actually put these on the list up there, so you won't see these on the list. But these are Ohuhu art markers. Okay. And I'm gonna use these colors for the first letters. And then we have pink. I don't know what pink I want to use, so I'm gonna get two of those. And then we got green. I don't see the green that I want though. Try this one. We got purple. Let's get some purple. We got two pinks, two different types of blacks and greens, or whatever you want to call it. So these are kind of like, these are the colors I'm using at this point. I keep forgetting to put the links for you to be able to get some of these things. But if you happen to be on the Discord, it is actually on the Discord. And if you in our if you happen to be over in on Patreon, basically you'll be able to see, I'm gonna actually put my whole list up there, including, I think I want to include like some vendors, like places where you can actually get, like, you know, merchandise and da da da. I want to know if you guys would like something like that. If I put my vendor list, places I recommend that you buy stuff, and like you get prints and stickers and yada yada yada. Yeah, I want to know. She wants to know. All right, let's start out with this first little color. So, The Last of Us, like I said, it's gonna be some spoilers, but not really. I'm not gonna talk about the first and second episode too much, because to me, like, my son's father, he was telling me he loves this show. So he was telling me about this show, like harassing me to like watch it or whatever. And I was like, I don't want to watch that. You always watching something weird. I don't want to watch it. And I wouldn't even say weird, because we kind of have similar tastes when it comes to shows and stuff like that. So I can't even say it's like weird, but like, you know what I mean? I can't even say it's like weird, but for real. All right, let's test out this color really quick. Oh yeah, that's kind of dark enough. I'm feeling that. I don't even have to go with the black. I think it's dark enough. We'll see, right? I was afraid that these was gonna like bleed through, because you know how alcohol markers are, but this paper is pretty. Using an Arteza. Um, Hold up, I can't think in color apparently. I can't think in color apparently, right? So anyway, this is a Arteza watercolor. Is it watercolor? I don't know, but it's an Arteza sketchbook. So I think they're okay for like, I think they're okay for like on the cheap. I bought them because they were like good for the budget. You know what I mean? Like they was like, oh, you can get them like two of them for like $20 or two of them for like $30 or something like that. I was like, oh, okay. Hey girl, I see you. But I was feeling about it. Sorry, my hand is in the way, but y'all already know I'm the artist formerly known as the fat hand. Oh man, okay. If you don't know about that joke, y'all better find out. I'm the artist formerly known as the fat hand. Okay? That's how we doing it right. Formerly known as the fat hand. Like, what you know about that? All right, so I'm gonna get this pink. I don't know if it's the right color. I'm hoping it is. Ooh, no. Don't they have like a? That's a little warm. That pink is warm, and what I mean is more like it's leaning like towards the orangey red side of pink. Versus, I want something that is softer, soft. Do I like that? Do we like that? Yeah, that is kind of soft, but that's a soft pink, but that's still not giving me what I want. Hmm. Goes, kind of goes. Okay, so I'm guessing that's what I want. So I'm gonna ixnay on the buble. Mm-hmm. And I really like the combinations of like different pinks and stuff like that. Pinks and green really go together. It like really makes me happy. Hey D, how are you? Have you watched the newest episode yet? And you know what, D? I was actually in the middle of watching. I got a late start today, so I was like in the middle. It's Sunday. I was like in the middle of watching the episode. I got right deep in the middle with the boy that's deaf or whatever. So it has a deaf boy and then the other guy, and they're kind of going through the tunnels. So yeah, I'm making it through, but I didn't get to see the whole episode though. So no spoilers for episode 5, you guys, if you've seen it. All right. Don't spoil episode 5. But we could talk about episode 3, you know, 1 through 3. Let's talk about that. I want to know, what was your favorite parts about 1 through 3? Yeah. I don't know. I don't see any sort of other green. I don't think this is the color oh, I think I'm gonna have to use a paint marker. No, I hate to use that, but I might end up using a different color because I already have that like dark green there. Hmm. Hmm. All right, let's try this one. Let's try that one. So yeah, episode 3 was insane. Yes, episode 3, oh my god, like it was so sweet. It was so, it was like, oh, this is like a darker green. This is kind of what I want though, but I feel like it's gonna clash too much with that other one. Eh. Um, oh, really dark. That's misleading. That's misleading. Right, so I think this one might be a. Yeah, episode 3 was insane, you guys. Absolute insanity. Um, Basically, if you guys don't know, the gist of episode 3 was, and mind you, I've never played the game, so I don't really know too much about the games per se, right? But what I do know is that this particular episode was about a man named Bill, and he's like a survivalist or whatever, whatever. And during his survival period, well, not even during the survival period, but when he's like hunkered down and they're actually evacuating people out of his little small city or his little small town, and the government comes in to like evacuate everybody and get everybody out, he's like one of those like, crazy survivalist guys, which in this particular instance, that's what you kind of need. You know what I mean? You kind of need that because, yeah, it's basically an apocalyptic type of show. So you need a survivalist guy that's gonna come in and kind of like basically survive the day, right? So um he's basically hiding down in the basement, and this is when he's like thriving. So then everybody leaves, everybody evacuates the area. Mind you, I think he dodged a bullet because they evacuated that area, and once they evacuated the people in that area, the government actually murdered everybody that they evacuated from that particular area. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm not mistaken, because I think that's what they did. They actually ended up doing some mess. You know what I mean? So anyway, they evacuated everybody, and I think they murdered everybody. So he dodged a bullet for real. Like he was like, "Nah, you're not taking me. I don't think so." So once everybody got evacuated and he had the town all to himself and he was left to his own devices, his survival instincts kicked in. Because again, he knew how to survive in those situations. It's like that's what he trained for or whatever. And he turned around, my man turned around and he was like, getting his own gas, growing his own food, slow, basically killing and cleaning his own animals, basically doing a whole bunch of stuff. And people were like amazed about the whole situation. Because I was like, whoa, so he's really out there. This is when he's shining. Now, normally you would think those people are like cray cray, right? Like you'd be like, oh my god, like so freaking insane. These sort of people, they're like really insane. We don't know what's going on. But in this particular case, you're like, okay, homeboy ain't that damn insane. He ain't that insane. Let me make sure that this is the right color. No, this is not the right color. You are not the mama. And I actually have the color that I need over there. Bam. Bam, bam. You know what? Let me just use some paint because I don't feel like getting out. That yeah, so I think because they didn't have enough space, they had to kill them. I didn't even realize it at first until my husband pointed it out. The mom and baby skeleton. Right, right. I mean, nobody really noticed it, I don't think, but the I think they did a flashback and they kind of went back when I don't know for the life of me what that leading character's name is. Or the only thing I remember him from, every time I talk about him, I'm like, yo, that's the Mandalorian. Cause he's in another hit show, you guys, called The Mandalorian that has Baby Yoda. Oh my god, that's what I should have put in here. Baby Yoda is my favorite character of all time. Mind you, I don't even like Star Wars like that, right? But Baby Yoda, you hear me? Mm, girl. Anyway, the main character from this particular show, he was talking about everything that happened. He was telling the little girl, like, yo, this is what happened, da 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 da, blah blah blah, whatever, whatever, right? Getting into the whole shebang story about what occurred and yada yada yada. And that's how we kind of found out that homeboy, I mean, that they was out there killing, you know what I mean? They was out there killing people. But I didn't realize it was because they didn't have enough room. That's what I didn't realize because I don't we don't really know enough about the federales or whatever they are to know what's really going on. That's the thing. But anyway, okay, so basically Bill, he's doing his thing. He doing what survivalists do. Like he thriving, having a good time or whatever, whatever. Doing his little thing or whatever. Out there gathering his nuts and berries and blah 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 blah. Mind you, he's out there for quite some time. And then we fast forward. I don't even know how many years. How many years did they fast forward, D? Anyway, so they fast forward a couple of years, and he's still thriving. He's still doing his thing. He don't know anything about them killing them people though, but he's doing his thing. He's thriving and yada yada yada. And all of a sudden, he has one of those like booby traps, and one of the alarms goes off or whatever. And turns out somebody's in the booby trap. So somebody's down below in the cave, in his yard, in the booby trap. And you're like, okay, well, who's in the booby trap? I keep saying booby trap. Like, why are you saying booby trap? Stop saying it. Like, why are you saying it? They also could have been to control infection. They jumped like 5 years. Exactly. Exactly. You're right. You're right. You're right. They did jump like 5 years. You were so right about that. So, I'm not sure why they were just killing people off, but I thought it was like so brutal. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh my god, like for real? That's what we doing right now? So anywho, come to find out, he went to go like talk to the guy or whoever that was in his little trap that he had captured. And apparently they said this was a part of the actual video game or whatever, right? So it's not nothing news because it's part of the video game. But anyway, so he finds this guy inside of the booby trap, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm hungry, I'm starving." He's like, "Oh, I swear." He was like, "You probably trying to come here, and I'm not trying to feed all these bums." Da 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 da. He's like, "Nah, I don't want you to stay here." But mind you, he been sitting there for 5 years by himself, nobody else to talk to. After a while, you know what I mean? Like you gonna start feeling a little cray cray at that point, right? So I'm like, something else is going on. So then he's like, oh, so I'm like saying in my head, like, yo, take him in. You don't have no friends, you don't have nobody that can like help you. I mean, not help you, because he had everything he need. He had fresh food, fresh fruit, da 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 da. He had all these different things that he could possibly think of that he needed, but he had no friends. And people don't realize, and I realized this during the pandemic, that um like a major part of the things that you need is friendship and love and somebody to hold you and talk to you and touch you and da da da, right? So I learned that really quickly with this pandemic. So I'm like, okay, he's out there doing whatever. So he needs a friend. He needs somebody that can help him or whatever. Um, to make a long story short, he agreed for the man to come in the house and he could at least take a shower because he had a generator, and he could go ahead and get a good cooked meal because he also knew how to cook like a gourmet meal, like bitch. Right? So I was like, okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. You're gonna have you a nice little friend, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. Right? And they basically, it was like a moment where they kind of looked at each other, and I was like, oh my god, is it gonna be like a romance brewing? Like, wow. Because that look was like, I was like, bow chicka wow wow, what's really about to go down here? You know what I'm saying? What's really about to go down here? Exactly. I feel like Bill, I feel like, where did it go? Bill was doing so well, exactly, out there, and I'm glad he found someone to spend the time with and remember his years with. Exactly, exactly, because that's what I was thinking to myself, like, you know, I'm so happy he was able to find somebody to kind of be out there with him and yada yada yada. I was very happy about that. Um, I was very happy about that. I mean, of course, a lot of other people was not happy about that episode, but that's your business. But I thought it was beautiful. And then, like, I can't even give it justice. Me trying to explain it. I mean, you guys gotta see it. Most of you probably seen it already, but yeah. Um, I can't even begin to do it justice. uh, but it was such a good freaking episode. It was so touching, so loving, and it was like, and it was such a story about the human experience and feeling vulnerable. And I think that's a different type of pink, y'all. No, same pink. Bugging. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, y'all. That's a different type of pink. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. 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 So the only difference is I'm just comparing the two. But yeah, I was just so freaking happy that he had found somebody and yada yada yada. And the only thing I didn't like was the end. I mean, and if you seen it, right? The end was like so freaking sad. And I'm like, what the hell? Why did you do that? I mean, I kind of understand why he did it. I don't know if you guys, whoever seen it, do y'all understand why he did it? But I'm like, I don't really understand why he did that. I was like so confused about that situation. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, you have so much life to live and like so many people to help and so many things that you could be doing. So I was like, wow. Wow. Okay, so this is good. Are we bleeding? We did bleed a little bit. Yeah, we did bleed a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine. At least it didn't bleed all the way through to here, which is good. We did bleed you a little bit though, y'all. We did bleed quite a bit. Exactly. He put on a tough guy act. He put on a tough guy act, and Frank brought out his soft side. Exactly, but isn't that how it always is, right? That's why I really truly believe in the power of love, and there's always somebody for everybody, you know? And being able to bring out somebody's like soft side and stuff like that. But there's always somebody I that's why I'm like, it's very hard to be with somebody. All right, we gotta pick his skin tone, so I'm gonna chat and do that. It's very hard to be with somebody who um who's like similar to you, because I know when I was younger I was like, oh, I want somebody that's just like me, that like the things I like, da da da, and which is good, but but you also need to be equally yoked, I believe, and I feel like you need to be equally balanced. Like, I used to feel like, because I'm a very hyper active, tell it like it is type of person, so I used to be like, you know Yeah, I'm a very hyperactive person. So I used to be like, okay, I need to be with somebody that's just as hyper as I am, so they can get me, so they can understand what's going on, da 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 da, ba ba da ba. Right. So I was really feeling like I needed to be with that type of person. Right. And I used to meet those type of people. I'm like, because I'm a fire sign. If I don't know if you guys are into signs or whatever, but I'm a fire sign, she said. I'm a fire sign. Anyway, um, so basically, since I'm a fire sign, I always attract a lot of other fire signs like Sag, Leos. I attract a lot of Leos, right? Because I give off kind of like Leo energy sometime, whatever. I don't know. But anyway, and I realized I cannot be with people that are like me, not as far as romantically, because then we will kill each other. We be out there strangling each other's in the streets. Okay. All right, we're testing out skin tones. Okay, we like that. I want to get something. I really want to practice more with the markers, so that's what we're doing right now. So this is a good one. I want to get something where it's like, because they're Caucasian, they're white, whatever. So I want to make sure I capture that tone. You know what I mean? Capture the tone, baby. And then the rest is gonna be like in gouache and stuff like that. Um, oh, she's telling about, oh, okay, you guys are chatting. Good. I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. Move my stuff over a little. Move it over, darling. Move it over. Move it over. No. Anyway, all right, so this is a good I like this for the skin tone. If you guys don't know what I'm using, I don't know what color this is. I don't like the fact it doesn't list it. It just gives you a number. So it's going to be like 489. That's like a peachy tone. And I want to get like a different color. So try this. Gonna do that. Okay, so this is like an orangey tone. I don't know if I'm gonna need that, but we'll kind of put that off to the side for data reference. So yeah, I feel like everybody has somebody, eh, like a dark brown baby. But how are you guys doing? What's up? Catch me up. What are you guys gonna be painting? Are you painting your favorites? What are some of your favorite shows that you're watching at this point? I know it's gonna be like a lot of spoilers and stuff. Ooh, that's really dark. I don't know whether we'll need that. Well, we'll use it. We'll put it off to the We'll put it off to the side anyway. line them up. Over. Line it up, baby. Of this one, I don't know what this. I thought this would be a lot lighter than that. Put that off to the side. Be like our skin tone esque type of things. Let me see what you said. Danielle, you mentioned two lives about a movie about a lady who wrote in her journal every day for 20 years. Do you remember the title? Oh, the movie is called it's not a movie, it's a show. And it's on HBO Max and it's called what is it called? I had it in my brain last week. Damn. Gentleman's Jack. Is it Gentleman Jack? Jack Gentleman. Something like that. Gentleman's Jack or Jack Gentleman. Basically, it's a movie about it's not a movie. It's a show based off the real life woman that existed in the 17th century and I think it's called Gentleman Jack. Basically, and she was like a trailblazer of her time because she was a out lesbian, which was unheard of in the 17th century. So she was out and she was dating a bunch of women and causing scandal, but she was also a uh like a homeowner, a landowner, whatever you want to call it. So she owned a lot of land. And it's a really good story. It's a really, 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 really good story. All right, we're gonna use this one, you guys. Let's use this one. Ooh, what happened? Is that the using? Oh, that was using. Was it? Hold on, hold on, hold on. I want to make sure it's the one that I was just using. Okay, seems okay. I was getting worried. But anyway, yeah, that particular. So she was basically ahead of her time, for real. Was ahead of her time. And like I said, I really liked it. I really, really loved the show or that particular show because it also highlighted her life and just type of person that she was. And the fact that she wrote in her journal, right? She wrote in her journal for like 20 years and put down all her escapades and all the things that she was doing. So Rita, have you started a journal? That's what I would love to know. Have you started a journal and how are you feeling about it? Mhm. I think I'm gonna give him the same things. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Gentleman Jack, you guys definitely gotta check it out. Like I said, if you guys are not part of the Discord, you're missing out because I do also share a lot of my like favorite movies that I be watching and my favorite shows. You guys are wondering? We're gonna go with that. I'm gonna I'm loving the funness in the playfulness of the markers. We're loving that. I started a couple but haven't finished. I like to journal, but sometimes I forget to write my day down. Yeah. So what I do is I always keep my journal by the side of my like on my chair or like every day. I mean, I don't get to write in it every day either, but I do keep it close, like on my desk or in my chair. So I know when I get ready to sit down, I'm like, oh, okay, I remember that what I need to do and what needs to happen, whatever. So that's what we doing. Yeah. The I got some blacks, black in my blick, and we're gonna combine these two. Oh no, it's pink, baby. They're all pink. They're all pink. That one for the hair. Yeah, but I found that so inspiring that she wrote in there every single day like clockwork. And you know what? I guess, because it's the 17th century, 18th century, or whatever it was during that time, it was a lot easier to keep a journal because, there was no cell phone, TV, da da da, da, right? Kind of way before that era. So it was none of that going on. You wasn't getting, you wasn't going to get any of that happening pretty much. Like none of that was going on. So I definitely understand her doing that. That I can't never commit to having a journal. Yeah, I really like over the years I've really gotten into it. Like something like this, like I've done journals in the past where, you know what I mean? Like I write down my thoughts, my stories, what I want to do, da 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 da, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. I wish I could show y'all some of my old ones. Do 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 do. Mm, her hair is gonna be a little bit darker. If it, oh, it is kind of like brown. But yeah, it can be hard to kind of keep up with the journal. But I also think it depends on, you, your personality and stuff like that. For me, I personally need um I like being able to write down my thoughts. That's how I retain information. And I've kind of always been like that. I don't even know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but when I was around, but it is what it is. Way too dark. um, I'm getting a kick out of that. You see them little beady eyes now? Funny. Very funny. Love that. think I'm gonna go with a darker green. Yeah, but it definitely depends on your personality for real. Because I, for one, used to love writing things down, and that's how I retain information. I can't just put it in like my. I know people have like notes app, and they have like their journal that they write in and all that stuff. But I can't do that. I can't because I will totally forget. I will totally forget, and that'll be that for real. That will be. I will. Darker one. And okay, cool. Back. Yeah, so I will definitely forget about it, and people will be mad at me. I'll be like, I don't know what to tell you. I forgot. I don't know how people go into the app and be like, uh, I know I had brought my marker over here. I don't know where they went to though. People be going into their notes app. I can't keep up with that. I will totally forget it's even in there. That mess will never be. Do you draw out in your journal? Yes, I draw in my journal. I'll show you guys in a minute, kind of what I'm talking about. This is wet. I don't. This is my acrylic marker now. My favorite. You guys know that. You guys know it. So you don't even need this is my pen is not. Yeah, but I'll be drawing in there too. I was also thinking about this idea because I was back in like 2020 when the pandemic first began. I kept a journal where I went on walks every morning before I went to work or whatever I was doing. I went on walks, and during my walk, I would take pictures of like interesting stuff that I thought was like super duper interesting. Take pictures of people's houses. I know people thought I was crazy, but I would take pictures of people's houses and like stuff like that, and just get really involved in it for real. This is not straight. I gotta get a ruler. Not straight. Ooh, and there's another way to get like a straight line too, but I don't want to put no tape on my thing. Just use some tape. All right, we got that going. All right, so now I'm gonna get what this is. I can use what I will or not. Might work. A light brown. Yeah, but when I was that journal was very interesting. When I went back and kind of looked at it recently, I was like, oh, okay. I'm just thinking more on the lines like how to explain, but like you don't like I don't want to be forgotten. I don't want my kids to forget me. I don't want them to forget me. Be like, what? I like don't want them to forget me. Yeah, I don't want them to forget me. So I'm always doing things. They can kind of see like who I am, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Weird. That's what I do. Yeah, okay, I made her hair too dark. Now you know why I don't use black. Look how dark that is, you guys. Look how dark it is. This is part of the reason why I don't use black and black. Today's episode was crazy though. Was getting crazy. The only thing I don't like about The Last of Us, the only thing I don't like about this show is the fact that it doesn't really explain who the characters are. It's like they just pop up out of nowhere and you're like, okay, who are you now? And I'm hoping it doesn't get like that show True Blood. I don't know if you guys ever seen the show True Blood, but yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So it's like characters just pop up out of nowhere. Like this episode, it was like now you have the new characters, which is the little the little boy that's hearing impaired, deaf guy, and then you have the other guy, and you like and he's like, "Oh, I'm the guy. I'm the most wanted guy." Blah 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 blah. And you're like, "Okay, really? Why? Why are you the most wanted guy though? Like, what is the purpose of that? You know?" That's what I'm feeling. Why are you the most wanted guy? You see, this is part of the reason why I don't do markers very much because I don't know how to explain it, but they look. Uh, I don't know how to explain it, y'all. The way they look drives me crazy. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, why do you look like that? How do you look like? Oh man, you look like that. Sure, he got. He has a dark shirt on though. Drives me. I actually forgot to. Mm, all right, so he has his little black shirt on. He's supposed to have some green on as well. Let me see. I have down. Might work. That might work. Got it. Yeah, but them popping these damn weird ass characters up out of nowhere, I'm like, oh, okay. But then I'm like, it maybe these new characters were in the original show. I mean, the original game. Ever. I'm like thinking in my head, maybe he was in the original game. Possible. I don't know what you guys are watching tonight, though. Have y'all seen the new episode or what? Have you seen it? And I don't know about you guys, but this little girl, whatever her name is, Ellie. I know she's in the original like thing, and like that's their banter, but she's annoying. She is so annoying. I'd be annoyed by her. I'd be like, shut up, girl. And I'm thinking, like, I know everybody's not annoyed by her, but I'm like, and Linda, the way she be cursing and carrying on for her age, I'm like, girl, shut up. You ain't got no business even talking like that, for real. Shut up. Especially when she ain't really been through nothing, you know what I mean? Like, But I guess I don't know. I guess some people think it's cute that she be cursing the way she do, but it's like every time I hear her talk and she start cursing, I'm like, where's your mother? Time for you to get beat. I'm like, time for you to get a beating because you being real rude. Oh man. Like, isn't it time for you to get beat? I don't know. I think it's time. Uh, That's exactly what I be thinking in my head. It's time for you to get a beating. Oh, she had to grow on you. Yeah, because I was like, nah, buddy. I'm like, where your mother at? You doing a lot of cursing and carrying on. And then for what? Like, your life ain't that serious yet, sis. Calm down. I'm like, calm down. Okay, your life is not that serious like yet. For real. All right, we're gonna switch over to paints because you already know this is gonna drive me. So the premise of the movie has like a lot of spores and stuff like that growing. A lot like it's basically a fungus or some sort of virus thing kind of growing and yada yada yada. Has anybody else been watching Mandalorian now? Like that's what I really want to know. Has anybody been watching it? You gotta get into you. I can't wait for the new season to come out. And that's on HBO also. So, very interesting. Baby Yoda. I know some people who can make markers look real good though. Like you got the patience to paint and make a marker look because I'm not doing it. Choose somebody else. I'm not doing it. Like choose somebody else's. I'm not doing it. So these are supposed to use your imagination. It's like the weird spores, and I mean, and they look creepy like the way they are, but we're gonna fill them in really quickly for real. Like choose somebody else. We're not doing it. All right, let's put out some paint. Cause I'm ready for that to happen. I'm ready to change my life. We're gonna put out some paints. I'm gonna put out the usual suspects, you guys. For real, she had man. I don't even know if she can grow on me, cause that girl is sickening. Like you need a beating. You need just a couple of slaps and you'll be alright. You need a beating. Like them little kids that be outside playing with my son trying to curse and stuff. I'm like, don't let me tell your mother. You know the parents these days don't even let me get on a rant about the parents these days. May not even say nothing, but I don't care. Yo, let me tell y'all a crazy ass story that happened though. Now, mind you, I am a seasoned parent. Like I have more than one child. My oldest is in her 20s, right? But a lot of people, when they meet me, I guess they think I'm younger because, my face looks a little younger and I have a child that's like young, right? So it's like, I'm just putting these markers back before y'all tell y'all this story, y'all. And you'll be surprised how many people or how many women or whatever, not even women, but how many parents like really be in their feelings and getting crazy when things happen with their kids. And then they come over to me and try to like get huffy and puffy and da 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 da. And I'm like, why are you like, are you insane? Do you need medications? And I'm taking it in stride because this is not my first rodeo. And I'm like wondering to myself, was I like that when I was a new mom? And when I say new mom, like your kid is like 5, 2 years old, 3 years old, whatever. Like this is your first kid. You don't know anything about children type of mother. And I'm really just trying to see here, like, was I like this? Because some of these people are crazy. So anyway, and I'm gonna tell y'all a story, and y'all tell me whether it's just her being a new mom or she just batshit crazy or what is the situation for real, right? So basically, make a long story short, my son was outside playing yada yada yada, and um, gathering all the markers together, you guys, gathering them up. My son was outside playing, and he was playing with this little boy, whatever. They was real cool. They was friends, but little kids they fall out. Well, most people know that. Anyway, I'm not gonna give y'all any hints. I'm just gonna tell y'all the story, and y'all tell me whether I'm bugging or not. Anyway, so uh they outside playing, having a good time, whatever, whatever. So they fall out. They start arguing, having a whole breakdown or whatever, going crazy, yada yada yada. Uh, and then the boy gets in his feelings, and he's like trying to attack my son or whatever. So I'm like, nah, you're not doing that. We don't do that here. I'm like, you better chill. And mind you, I don't let my son just go about his business. I'm not like one of those moms that like let their child run the neighborhood and go wild and be outside at 12 a.m. freaking standing on the corner looking crazy. I'm not one of those parents. I know where my children are at all times. Anyway, so um oh wait, one more. Ooh, I think I'm missing one more, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. We'll just put out some more paint. Anyway, so basically, I know when my child is at all times, so I knew exactly what was going on. I'm like, yo, I'm like, nah, you're not doing that, da 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 da. You're not going to attack him, and I already know your mom, right? So I'm gonna call your mom and tell your mom what's going on, right? So I was like, if y'all continue to fight, then you're gonna have to go home, and my son is gonna come in the house. So he was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. Of course, my son didn't want that to happen because that's supposed to be his bestie at the time, whatever. So he's like, nah, I don't want to do that, da 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 da. So I'm like, okay, y'all keep wilding out. Somebody's coming in the house. And I'm not worried about it. I went about my business, been about my merry way. I told him to put on his scarf, first of all. And we kind of went about our merry way or whatever. And then uh he's like, oh, okay, cool, fine, blah, blah, blah. And uh they start fighting again. Things break out and they start fighting again. So make a long story short, they start fighting again. All of that is going on. So I'm like, oh nah, you gotta go home and my son is gonna come in the house. Like, we're not doing that, right? Uh so I'm thinking everything is fine or whatever, whatever. But I just in case, I said, let me go ahead and call the parent, right? And be like, yo, this is what occurred. Cause I know children like to lie and make up shit and da 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 da. So I'm like, this is what occurred. This is what happened. I broke it up. And I think it's best that they don't be friends. And I don't want him to come back over here. Da da da. So it took them a while to kind of get back to me and figure things out. And once they kind of got back to me or whatever, so then the father calls me and he's like, oh, hey, da da da. You know, the regular greeting, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like telling him what happened. So he tells me what he think happened and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, cool, 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 blah, blah, blah. Hey, how are you? Best yet journey. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm in the middle of story time and we are painting some of my February favorites. Hopefully you painting along with us. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm well. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Happy Sunday. What have you been watching? What do you want to draw today? I'm just taking out my paint and doing story time. Yapping at like you do, right? Like you do. Welcome in. Everybody show some love in the chat for Best Yet Journey. Welcome. Welcome to the crew. What else do I want? I want some of this. Some of this and that. Anyway, so what I was saying is the father calls me. He's telling me his side, what happened with the boy side, da da da. Da. And I'm telling him my son's side, but I'm like, at the end of the day, I really don't give a damn. I just want them to separate. They not good together. They don't need to be friends. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it pushing. And then he's telling me, he's like, then he tells me like the long drawn out story, da 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 da. Oh, my son said you da da da. And then all of a sudden I hear somebody snatch the phone, right? So I guess the wife or whoever she is, she snatched the phone. She's like, oh, and let me tell you, homegirl was on 1,000. You hear me? She was on 1,000, screaming to the top of her lungs. I couldn't even hear what the hell she was saying. Screaming to the top of her lungs. Oh, she's screaming, "Oh, I heard what happened. I heard you told your son to beat my son up." Like she telling me all sorts of far-fetched, crazy ass stories, some psychotic story. She one of those parents, right, that believe everything her child say, not knowing everything that come out their mouth is a lie. Gonna finish my crochet hat. Ooh, crochet. I love that. I love that for you. Crocheting. I haven't crocheted since 1997. She haven't crocheted since 1997, y'all. Don't judge me. Okay, I haven't crocheted in so long. But I thought I was like, cause I was like, oh, I'm about to crochet this blanket for my son. I mean, for my daughter. This is when my daughter was being born. I was like, I'm about to crochet this. It's gonna be so lit. Da-da-da. It's gonna be popping and blah 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 blah. Um, So anyway, the woman, she started going crazy or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, I heard what happened. I heard that you had your son come out here and jump my son, and you was doing this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah." She was going insane, and then let me tell you, she wasn't even talking like I'm talking. She was screaming. You hear me? Screaming to the top of her freaking lungs, you guys. Right? I thought this heifer was gonna blow a goddamn gasket. I thought her head was gonna go poof. That's how loud she was screaming. And I mean, to the point it was like ringing my ears, and she was going in, like screaming. I was like, and I just like let her talk or whatever she want to talk or whatever. Cause I don't even fight no more. That's why, like, that's the type of parent I am at this point. I don't be fighting like that. Like, people don't want to fight with me. You don't want none of this. So just stay over there and do what you gotta do. Anyway, right? I'm trying to tell y'all the story so y'all can give me y'all input on what you think was going on with this particular situation. So I said to her after she finished, well, she wasn't even finished. She was like at the end, still talking a bunch of nonsense, screaming to the top of her lungs. I was like, "Are you done?" I said, "Are you done? Are you done? Ma'am, are you done? Are you okay? Do you need medications? Are you freaking done? Like, what the hell?" Whatever, right? So, oh my God, this heifer, she lost it again. "Oh, what you mean if I'm done? You don't want none of this. You ain't got that, blah." I was like, anyway, I was like, "Are you done?" I was like, obviously, you don't need no children. Obviously, you're not used to having children. You don't know children lie, and your child likes to lie, unfortunately, ma'am. So you need to get your life together. You acting mad crazy, mad ghetto, like you done lost your damn mind. I don't know what is wrong with you. Do you need medications? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's giving, I need medication, right? So she got so pissed at me. She's screaming to the top of her lungs again. I was like, wow, wow, you really going in. I was like, okay. I was like, anyway, I was like, don't do me. Don't do me, sis. Don't even do it. I was like, because I was like, if I really want somebody to run down on you, I don't even need to fight no more, for real. Like, I was like, I don't understand why you can't just have normal conversations. Like, are you that crazy that you don't know that children lie? Like, I know my son be lying. You know, these kids come up here and start lying, right? Everything they say is a lie, right? Anyway, make a long story short, what the hell do you think was going on with her? Um, Do you think she was crazy, or is it because she's just a new parent and she don't know how to conduct business properly? Is she ghetto and like losing her mind? What is really going on with that situation? Because that really just blew my mind. I was like, oh hell no. Like, I can't believe you having some sort of breakdown. She's like, I'm gonna come to your house and beat you. I was like, bitch, I'm available any time of the week, okay? No, she liked to clap. Exactly. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. It seemed like she one of them people she liked to fight. And meanwhile, it seemed like she a bully, but she don't really want no bully over here. Cause I don't even have to do nothing. I just make one phone call and that's it. The whole place shut down. I don't need to do anything. So it was like weird to me that she was going insane. And then meanwhile, she wasn't even acting like a normal person. Like a normal person would have been like, yo, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I'm gonna ask my son what happened, da 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 da. Right? I'm like, I was like, so you ignorant, huh? You real ignorant. Like, interesting. Exactly. Homegirl was bugging. You hear me? Y'all, I was like, huh. She one of them people, she one of them parents, the mothers that let they sons do whatever they want. That think they sons uh shit don't shine or whatever you know what I mean? They be thinking they sons shit don't stink. I love my baby, but I know he be lying sometime, right? So I'm not. And then the crazy thing is I got enough common sense to be like, yo, let me get to the bottom of what's going on before I go off the deep end and start wilding out and trying to murder people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me figure out what's going on. But it's like she went on a tangent. You hear me? She could have swore somebody was gonna murder her damn child. Were you giving her the same energy? No, that's the thing. That's the funny thing about it. Is I was busy talking to the dad or whatever, telling him about what happened or whatever, because he was asking me what happened. And I was telling him what happened, and she snatched the phone out of his hand and started screaming. And like, I let her scream because again, I don't do that. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that with you. I let her scream, do whatever she want to do, and the same way I'm talking to y'all, I was like, oh, so you done? Are you done? And she started screaming even more. She started screaming even more because I was like, are you done? Are you done? Sister, sister. Like, chicken head, what are you doing? He was having a meltdown. You feel me? She was acting like she ain't never been outside in all her life. And then she, but you know what? I'm the type of person, I'm mad petty. So, especially if you try to like attack me or do some craziness or whatever. So I'm like, I knew it was gonna piss her off that I really didn't react to what she was doing. So I was even more calm with her because I knew it was gonna enrage her even more, and she was gonna go off the deep end and like go into like the Incredible Hulk. I knew it, and I was like, While she was having a freaking meltdown, I was like, okay, let me go ahead. I was like, oh, you one of those. You know that song? You wanna argue. I can't argue with you. You mad. You know that song? That song, that was like going viral on TikTok or whatever. That's her. Ooh, child, she was going insane. She was acting like I stole her man. I took her bank card. I ripped her dog out her house. You know, I hurt her child and didn't bring the child back and kidnapped the baby and all sorts of nonsense was going on. She was going insane. Exactly. You big mad. she was, I swear, she went insane. And see, that's the superpower of being older and being like an older parent. Because, and I'm proud of myself because normally, right, I would have matched her energy or whatever and been like, oh, for real, da 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 da, whatever, whatever, right? I would have matched her energy, but like 20 years ago, I would have matched her energy and I would have marched over to her house and beat her head in. But then I was like, now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, you having a meltdown, huh? Okay. Well, when you're done with that, call me. That's what basically that's what age and wisdom has given me. Oh man, for real. So these are the strawberries, which I really, really think are cute. I just wanted to get some perspective. Like, what do you guys think was going on with her? Because I was like, what is that about? Like, is she losing her mind or what? I was just thinking to myself, like, is she losing it or what's happening? All right. So, why did I do strawberries? Strawberries, I love strawberries. I think they're so good. I like strawberry ice cream, strawberry shakes, um, strawberry shortcake. I think I like every aspect of strawberry things. I even like strawberry cookies. I don't think there's anything that's strawberry that I don't really like. You know what I mean? I don't think I found anything that's strawberry that I don't really like. Oh man. So now I just gotta laugh at it. I was telling my I was telling my son's father about it. He's like, oh, she crazy. Crazy, crazy, huh? I was like, yeah, something going on. All right, let's get into what do I want? Ooh, what we going on here? Over here. Means I need to put out yellow. Put out the yellow. Yeah, but this is definitely some creative way to kind of fill your sketchbook up and have fun with it. And if you guys fill your sketchbook up and you paint along, definitely tag me on the Instagrams so I can see y'all project. Love to see it. Okay. And y'all know I love a good flower, so I didn't want to do flowers this time. Because I know y'all are flowered out. Y'all are all flowered out at this point. I know it. I didn't want to quite do the flowers. Age and wisdom, exactly. Exactly. I think it's age and wisdom for real. Cause that was 20 years ago. I'd have been like, where and when, sis? You wouldn't have been able to tell me nothing 20 years ago. Where and when, sis? I would have been wildin'. Take a pack of wild horses to hold me down from slapping the taste out of her mouth. But now, maybe because I understand the anger she has, maybe. I don't know. But like, calm down. Really that serious? Is it really that serious? Ooh. That's what I tell my daughter sometimes. But like, you got to put things in perspective for real. I mean, in the big scheme of things, some people are not that important. Some people are not worth going to jail for. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times, especially when you're younger, you like, all you could think about is what that person did to you and how you need to get them back. Well, at least that's how my mind was. All I can really think about. Like Cardi B, if we beefing, we beefing forever and ever. No, I'm glad I've learned though, cause I was always getting into some sort of drama. I'll tell you that right now. I was always in some. My mom be like, "What she do now? What does she do now?" Do, 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 do. Like I was listening to a podcast with B Simone, and she had Tabitha Brown on there, and she was just talking about how how she used to be when she was younger, and how she would be fighting and getting into things and blah blah blah. So talk about how she overcame a lot of that stuff and the power of prayer and like how she changed over the years and stuff like that. I found that really powerful, you know? I'm like, oh my god. And not that that's my situation, but yeah, some people come through it through prayer and stuff like that, and some people get through it with, with age and wisdom type of thing. Ooh, very pretty. What are we feeling about that? Let me see something. Mm, I was also watching this other show last night. I don't know why I decided to watch that before I went to bed, but it was like this British show. Um, Doctor Who. Mm, It was like so funny. I don't know if you guys are watching Doctor Who or you like Doctor Who, but yeah, I like Doctor Who. I'm telling you. All right, I'm gonna put some blue now. Anyway, so this is Doctor Who. This is why I put this here. It's supposed to be like a police box, and the police box is called the TARDIS, and it basically transports Doctor Who and whoever he's with all over the galaxy, and they do all these different fun, weird things, and blah 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 blah. So I was like, ooh, I love Doctor Who. It's like a great kind of escapism type show. I don't know how to explain it, but a good show for escapism, pretty much. Great show for escapism. So I watch this show a lot. Like maybe I could travel in the TARDIS one day. Dream, right? This is just a wet brush, and I'm dabbing off some of the excess. Dabbing off some of the excess. I guess I'm the only one that watches these weird shows. No one else is with me on that. So I'm like, who would I watch my shows with? Who? Who would I watch my shows with? Paint his pocket. Pocket needs painted. You gotta paint your pockets. Trying to find a happy medium for his skin tone. And paint underneath his neck. That's gonna be like this darker color. Mm, a lot of shadow over here. Bit of red in it. The 2 bits of red. And the good thing about gouache, you can always add like lighter colors and stuff like that. Good thing. I'm actually gonna do this side of her face. Lighter color is the color that I should use. Doesn't really need to be realistic because I mean, again, it's in our, it's in our sketchbook, so it doesn't have to be realistic. Wash is gonna look a little bit different than markers. And I'm gonna put some stuff in the background. Forgot to color his ear. Put some things in the background. All right. What do I want? I don't know where. Can I put magenta out? I could have sworn I did. There it is. There it is. Giving me what I want though. Not giving me what I want. Because that is like a blue green. Maybe I can mix it together. Yeah, kind of, sort of. There you go. The blue green, but it isn't, I don't want to make it too dirty. Like a blue green. Make the back like a blue green. We're just messing around, chilling, and politicking. I wanted to give it to like that moody type of thing, right? Not gonna be what I want. Alright, I need more green. I'm gonna head back into the green section. Here's the green section. Give me what I want. Transparent. I love the look of this show too, right? Because it has like a, I don't know, like a gritty look to it. Playing it. The gritty look. We'll say his face is deformed. His face is deformed from the them clicking things or whatever, them ugly Cabbage Patch Head things that's in the show. His face is deformed, okay? That's the story we're going to. Going with. Face is deformed. Get over it. When they ask, be like, what happened? What happened to the face? I don't know. The face got deformed. And that was the end of it. Like the face is deformed. Like I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know. Judge me, judge your mama. You know what you want to tell people sometimes when they be like, "Oh, that doesn't look like them." People be judging the art, because you know all the art critics come out the woodwork every time you post something for. They're like, "Oh, nah, that doesn't even look like that person." Like, oh, you didn't make that into like a slogan for. Oh man, don't judge me, judge your mama. All right, still going with the green right here. That's what you want to say sometimes. I love that. We love that for her, huh? What are we feeling about that? Yes and yes. I'm loving it. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that background alone. I'm gonna outline this really quick. And yeah. Now again, if you happen to be on Discord, you could always post your. Oh, I forgot about the art submission channel. We have an art submission channel over on Discord, you guys. So make sure you join. It's free because I know a lot of people don't always understand what Discord is. So make sure you join. It's free. I post a lot of like updates, not just about art, but also about my favorite movies, what's happening during the week, my schedule, traceable sometime. And I also have my Sims content on there for those of you that love my Sims content. For the very few of you that love it. About the 8 of you that love it. Okay? 8 of you that love my Sims content, okay? Yes, indeed. You see me? We out here. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna switch out and I'm gonna get another one. Wait, no, that's not what I want. What a new micron. And if you're loving the content, don't forget to like, hit the like button, y'all. And leave me a sweet comment, especially if you happen to be pun the replay. I don't know where the hell this pen went to, but there we go. There we go. Sometimes you gotta trust the process. Now, at this point, he's deformed, right? So we're gonna ignore that. However, he will be maybe back in business or maybe not. Again, this is my sketchbook, so I don't have to do complete works of art in here, right? This is a fun process for us to like chill, chat, and all the things, right? All right. I'm gonna outline this because I want to outline. And and this will be something I can look back on, right? A lot of these things are just for yourself, right? Things you can look back on to see like what was I liking during that time, da 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 da. You could do so many things. Oh, and I want to show you guys like I need to actually get a I need to get a ruler. Oh my god, you guys. I need a ruler. I don't feel like getting too much trouble to get it. Oh man. Problem. Very little time. Very little time. So little problems and so little time. And I will link the artist that did the original kind of not original but like that I seen kind of doing this challenge. I will link them up. Yoy. All right. I need to get my book really quick. Here's my Bob Ross thing I'll be using sometime. Oh, this is still wet. All right, let's dry it really quickly. Let's dry it. Alrighty then. Back in business. I had to move my palette so it's not bugging out. And I've been really enjoying a certain type of cookie too, you guys. Mm, there's a cookie I've really been enjoying. But I'm trying to lay up the cookies though, for real. Alright, so why I got this book so I could actually be able to gauge this thing properly. So this is a good way to do it in case you guys you don't have a ruler like me. But that way, if you don't have a ruler like me, eh? If you don't have a ruler, then you're gonna hear my son screaming on Fortnite in a good way for you to get the tortoise. There you are, my love. There. It looks cute. Nice. Thank you. Hi, Zachary. How are you? I don't think I've seen you in the chat in a while. How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We just finished doing like a weird illustration of The Last of Us. Something fun you can do at home for real. Really fun you can just do at home. You guys know I gotta outline everything. She had her book bag on in this scene, but I don't see it on her. I swore she had her book bag on. And make sure y'all go and follow my girl 755 Media. He's also an artist and always supportive to the channel. Me super happy. Got a little straight line. Trying to. This show is so freaking crazy. It's you know what? It was a show back in the 90s and it was called Quantum Leap. That looks weird, but the show was called Quantum Leap. And it was very freaking similar to Doctor Who. It pretty much had the same concept of Doctor Who, right? The same concepts. Where the guy in there, he would travel. He would travel to all these distant and what they that was the only difference. Instead of him like going into the galaxies as himself, he would in Quantum Leap, he would actually travel and then he would basically become the person that was in that show or that was in that whatever person he went to go see, Like if he wanted to be like Barry White, he would become Barry White. That was the difference between that show and Doctor Who. That was the difference, baby. I really liked Quantum Leap. And anybody remember that show? I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. I'm like telling on myself. Oh, you remember that show? Oh my god. See what I mean? Look at Nightbot. Talking about oops. Nightbot, you better be quiet. You remember that show, exactly. I remember that show too. I used to love that show. It was like early 90s. Not Nightbot talking about oops, I did it again. I can't. Nightbot is so stupid. I don't know what be going on with Nightbot, man. Even though, oh, you remember the name but didn't watch it. Yeah, Quantum Leap, that was my show. That was I used to love. I was really young though, but it was good for me because like I was really interested in I was really interested in science. So to me, it was like a good science show. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't even think that was a science show. But it was kind of like a science show because you got to see like him go to the different universes and become different people and like change history and stuff like that. So it was kind of sort of like a science thing, but it really wasn't. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. But it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? There goes Nitbit. Nightbot do not like you. I swear to God. Hey, Nightbot, as soon as you come in, they be like, Oops, I and not him talking about oops, I did it again. I can't. Nightbot's like, oops, I did it again. It's so funny. Yeah, like a time traveling type of thing for real. Oh my god. Even though I put you in as like somebody uh you know what I mean? Like that's on the channel for a long time, da da da. I put you in and they still was like, nah, we don't like her. We're not doing it. I can't. I'm gonna have to go back in and see if I can change my settings. Oh man, that cracked me up. Now I'm talking about oops, I did it again. Oh man. Oh man, that's some oh man. Oh god. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, but this should be fun, y'all. If y'all work on your own like February favorites, ooh, it should be so much fun. Cause I know I'm enjoying this a little bit too much. And the stream is getting long, y'all. I know, I'm so sorry, but I think I've been enjoying it way too much. Hmm. I don't know if y'all be liking these long streams, but I enjoy spinning. Mm. Night Bobby bugging. Funny a little bit. How big is Joy's now? Mm. Mm, I think I'm in love. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head. That's oops, I did it again. Oh man. Can't. Yeah, but Doctor Who, that's my show. I've been binge watching that and um binge watching that. What else I've been binging? What y'all been watching lately? Besides The Last of Us. Up from above, not that innocent. Oh man, that is fun. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking like, is anybody seen ladybugs? I haven't seen a ladybug in so long. I'm like, what happened to the ladybugs? Are they extinct or what happened? 'Cause I haven't seen no ladybugs in a long time, y'all. PBS channel, series on history. Exactly. PBS has always been where it's at though, for real. Like Reading Rainbow, running up in the sky, running up high. Take a look in a book, Reading Rainbow. Oh man, I don't know why I'm singing that. That's funny though. I used to like Reading Rainbow. What's the other one? I'm telling my age, y'all. We got Reading Rainbow, Mr. Rogers. And Mr. Rogers. Get me started. I used to love some Mr. Rogers, y'all. Sesame Street. Kids don't watch Sesame Street like that no more. Now. I tried to get my son to watch Sesame Street one day. He was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." He was like, "I don't want to watch Sesame Street. I don't. I don't want to watch it. Like, don't make me watch it. I don't want to. Like, what is that?" I'm like, "Snuffleupagus is where it's at." Snuffleupagus was where it's at. What are you talking about? Like, get your life together. The Muppets. Hmm. Like, oh, I don't want to. Look, I don't want to do the thing. Do all the things. Like Snuffleupagus is definitely where it's at, y'all. I haven't seen a. Yeah, but them kids don't want to watch no damn Sesame Street. They don't want to watch that. They're not interested in that at all. I haven't done her jacket. She pretty much has the same kind of like um drab things going on. You still talk about Nightbot? Oh my god, I can't. Like I don't like Nightbot. Nightbot is something else. All right, I'm gonna put something dark. Put some of this dark in the back here. Dark. I mean, I could make this realistic, but I could make it realistic, but I really don't want to, so we're not doing that. Again, if I'm just playing in my sketchbook, I really don't need to make it real. It looks brown, but that's gonna be her bag on her back. Little bag on her back. A dark purple bag. You don't watch much, you weird like that? Time flies when you're making great art. I know. Isn't that how it always is? You like, damn, you know. I guess it's like the best part of it though. Um, for real, it is the best part of it. I'm gonna put some white windows. There was an attack of ladybugs in Arkansas about 3 days last summer. Really? You're not weird. I don't either, except YouTube and Pure Flicks. What is Pure Flicks exactly? What I've been wanting to ask you that, Rita. What is Pure Flicks? Pure Flicks. Put a little bit of white. I've been dying to know what Pure Flex is. I don't know what happens to my. Oh, that's not. But you know what? When I talk about these different shows, a lot of them are what I'm talking about is like when we were younger, well, when some of us was younger, these were the shows that was out. Like, what was that show called? Like I said, different shows where you like jump through time and stuff like that. And Sesame Street and all of that stuff, Reading Rainbow and blah blah blah. A lot of those shows kind of came out back in the day. Like, what were you watching then? That was like my go-to show. I forget that quickly. How did I forget that quickly? Gonna be his weird beard. That's gonna be his weird beard, okay? That's what we're doing today. That's where we're going with it. Go with it. Everything will be alright. You still fighting with Nightbot? Oh my god, girl. Oh my god, you still fighting with Nightbot? I can't. I can't. That is so funny. Oh man. Oh god, that is funny. Nightbot like what? I can't believe you still fighting with Nightbot. Yeah, funny. Oh god. Exactly. Nightbot's like, what? You ready to tussle? You ready to tumble, gal? Oh my god. Nightbot be like, meet me outside. How about that? Oh man. I can't believe you still fight with that damn bot, man. That is funny as hell. I gotta fix it. I don't know what it is. I think I took some of the restrictions off of it, but for some reason it's still bugging out. So I don't know what's wrong with it. Ah, but I swear, Nightbot be like, "Oh, that's my arch nemesis. 755 media done enter the chat. Time to put her on the timeout." I swear, buddy. All right, let's pop some color in his hair really quickly. Again, I don't really care whether it's realistic or not. It doesn't really matter to me. I just wanted to capture the essence of it. Again, this is gonna be in my sketchbook. It's not like I'm doing a commission or something. Like it doesn't need to be realistic. It really doesn't. Like it doesn't need to be realistic, ma'am. Okay? Doesn't. Calm down. It really does not need to be. I know his hair is really not that dark, but I'm gonna say it's healed. Reading rainbow. Cuddle not fiddle. Look Nightbot. That is funny. Oh man, Nightbot, he's not playing with you. Like, are you ready to tumble or what, sis? Are you ready for this? Oh man, it's funny. Oh god. Like I got your number. Got you. He is too through with you. Like coming up in here, using emojis. Oh man, that's funny. If nothing else, you definitely gonna crack me up when you come in here. Oh god, that is fun. That is so freaking funny. All right, let's do an outline of this quick. I'll be forgetting, but next time I gotta remember that so that I can. So we ended up using our paints in the end anyway. The way it is. Ended up using our little paint. In the end, ended up using our paint. We always fall back on the paints, aren't we? In the end. So this was, I mean, what do you guys think? Is this a good creative way to fill your sketchbook? I think it is, right? Great way. And you can just do this. You can do this while you eat breakfast, after you eat breakfast, sit at the table before you go to work. How easy that is, huh? Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Super duper easy. You guys have any questions? Hit me with the questions before we end it up. Let's see. I need to put a thing around this. I don't know what I'm gonna use because I don't have. Okay, so question. Rita asked. Where was it? It was, don't stress on knit and nitbit. It's fun. Nightbot is fun. Rita says, "Do you like using markers or painting in your sketchbook? Do you like using markers? I don't. Now, for those of you, you know that markers are my arch nemesis. They really are. They're my arch nemesis, and I don't enjoy them uh, as much as I would like to enjoy them. Like I see other people using them, but I don't really enjoy them. They're not my favorite. Let's just say that. I really don't like them as much as I've seen other people like them. Like other people be like, "Oh my god, I love me a good whatever, whatever," and I'm like, "Nah, you bugging. It's not that good." Hey, hey, hey. Like nonsense. And I've seen people make awesome things, right? I've seen people do it. Ooh, try this. I've seen people make awesome things. I do need to try that. 'Cause my hand is wet now. All right, hold on, y'all. Yeah, I do really. Boy, calling me? Calling me? I think my son is calling me. Woohoo! And my weird little lines up in there. But it's fine. Again, this isn't our sketchbook. It doesn't have to be beautiful and precise. It just doesn't. You see, I don't care, right? But yeah, to answer your question, I don't really enjoy markers as much as I enjoy paint. Painting is my absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world, for real. Like, if I could just paint and not draw or do anything else, that's what I would do. If I could just paint and not draw, and I could get somebody else to draw for me. If I can get somebody to draw for me, I would. For real. That's the bottom line. If I can get somebody to draw for me, I would. I don't really like markers like that. But I think they're great if you want to do like little accents, like how we did the title or the date, the month or whatever. I think that's real cute, but I can do just as good with a paintbrush than a marker. I do love Posca pens though. You guys know I love me a good Posca pen, okay? I love Posca pens. Those are like you can kind of call those markers, but they're really not. They're just acrylic paint pens. But yeah. Uh okay, so I have one thing I want to do. Um I never get to use these, so I'm gonna pull them out. Your internet is spinning. Hmm. Very nice and creative sketchbook. Thank you, 755 minutes. I'm good over here. I don't have. Is anybody else internet spinning? This is the one time I don't have internet problems. The one time. Give me one time where I don't have internet problems. I don't. So I also like doing I used to make cards, like handmade cards, Christmas cards. I really have like an obsession with that. I don't get to do it as much as I used to be able to do it. So I'm gonna do it now. Neil. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got Xfinity too, girl. You already know. They need to go. You need to throw the whole Xfinity away. Every time I turn around, something is buffering, and don't even let it rain. I don't even know what the hell is going on. But anyway, so I don't get to use these that much, because I don't get to make cards as much as I used to. So, but this is a good time to use these. These are called acrylic stamps or stamps. And what is this? Happy day. And this one has little sayings and stuff like that. You can see they little sayings and stuff like that. And then I have my little acrylic block right here. I'm gonna use that. And I have my ink, my archival ink. This is when you can get really, you know what I mean? Like, she celebrate, hello, thanks, but no, no, no. Okay, not that. And I got this one right here. Which one you think I should use, y'all? Ooh, and then we got these two. I forgot about all these because I don't get to use them that much. You know? So what do y'all want? Birds, clouds. This is a good way to illustrate in your sketchbook as well. And you can like put down how you feeling, what the mood is, stamp over it, collage, all of that stuff. I like collaging and yada yada yada. You guys are getting a good treat today. Hope your day is as sweet as you are. Aww. You can put a little message to yourself. Like, I hope your day, or I can say a little message for you guys. Look, right? Like, I hope your day is as sweet as you are. I need to start using that phrase. So, I gotta figure out where I want to put it. We have room for this one? No, that's too big. Mm. One is really cute, but I don't want to put this in a bottle, but I do want to use this butterfly. If you guys don't know, I really love butterflies for real. And this is how you use it. You take the little stamp off and boom, put it on this. See it on? Make sure it's down there good. And let me see what else I got. Ooh, four-leaf clover, leaf of happiness. Ooh, and then you can put like that too, like little saying, leaf of happiness. And I can put that in there too. Like I can put that. I don't. Where did it go? Oh, there. Okay, in there. Leaf of happiness, love and happiness. Okay. Oh, and then I have these little things here too. So I think I'll use these for the day. Ooh, now that I think about it, I forgot to say. I made me and my son. We made birthday cards for my son's father, for his father. But handmade birthday cards. I don't know what happened to them. Um, that reminds me, I gotta send them off into the mail. Oh, you got different types of stamps, and these are just extra. But I mean, if you want to make your thing cute, you know what I mean, and that's what it's all about. Oh, I could do that. That one. Do we want that there? I like that. I think this one is gonna go here better. And then What happened to the thing I had? Oh, there it is. Come on. I don't know. Too long, so I think it's gonna have to. You have this one. How cute that is. It's so cute. It said, Rita says you can try this for your sketchbook. Draw everything you see on your dinner table or counter. Exactly. That's a good idea, you guys. Make sure you're taking notes about that. Draw everything you see on your dinner counter or your dinner table, for real. That's a good idea. And you could just put it in there, and that'll be like your February favorites or weekly favorites. And then you could write like a little note. Again, this only has to be for you to see. Nobody has to see it. Like, if I wasn't like going live and chatting with you guys, you wouldn't see this stuff. It's so many things that I do in my books and stuff like that. Wait, hold on, y'all. I had to call. I want him to get something. All right. So anyway, put my little ink down. Put it down, down, down. Make sure you get a good impression. This ink lasts forever. I bought this ink like a year ago and it's still here. Because this is the good ink and it's archival. So you don't have to worry about it fading. And I could, ooh, I could do it that way. So you can figure out which way you want to do it, or do I want to do it this way? Hold it down, 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 down. See that? Ooh, look how pretty. Look how cute it is, y'all. So cute. We love that. Okay, next one. And you could do this one. Let's put our little saying in here. You can see I haven't used this one and don't have ink in it. And let's see. You gotta look for wherever it says. You can see it this way. Can you guys see it? See? Leaf of happiness. Make sure you have it on the right side. And way to happiness, baby. And put it where you want it. Center it. And you can do this too, like if you're doing like bullet journal or just scrapbooking, stuff like that. You do this with the kids. Look at that. Leaf of happiness. We love that. Pretty. Leaf of happiness. Love and happiness. Ooh. And ooh, do I have a star in here? There's a star in here, y'all. I just realized there's a star in here. Here's another pack that I have. We done got down the we done jumped down the rabbit hole to more creative stuff. People gonna be like, Why is this live stream 5 hours? Like, oh my god, Becky, why is this live stream 5 freaking hours? Like, is she insane? No, I'm not insane. Like, oh my god, I'm just trying to get to the star, like, a reel. Where is it? I didn't even realize this was here. Ooh, dream big. I like that. Let's put that in there. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, we're doing too much. Hmm. Love it. What was that? Oh. One more. Thing is really too big for it. You gotta be careful of all the ink that gathers around it. That's why I don't use too much of a bigger one. Yeah. Yeah. Yay. Very cute. We love that. Nice little star. Yep. And that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's fun little February favorites. We talked about The Last of Us, the drama, the tea was spilling, all sorts of activity was going on. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below, especially if you pun the replay. And don't forget to follow me on all of my social media. Like the video if you're loving this content. And we'll be back at it again next week. Wednesday it's going down. Well, really, I'm gonna put up a schedule every week to let you know if there's any changes. So it might fluctuate, but we will definitely be back next week for another round of Black History. If you want the coloring pages and the traceables and all the fun things from behind the scenes, you can check it out on my Patreon, patreon.com/creative girl of color. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Be safe out there. Happy Sunday. Have a good first rest of your week. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.